Okay, so let's get the I know this is looking really, really weird. So we cannot have the chat here. Oh boy. Dwarf Fortress is truly, truly behaving odd. Alright, so I think now I got it. Good, good. Now then. Yeah, we can use this world now. Thanks for asking. And yeah, I think we can work like that. So the thing here is a very, 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 very simple one. I've created me an evil world, and we're going to play some evil embarks. End of the story. It's that simple. I made the world extra evil, so there's extra much evil space on it. No, we don't need the tutorial, thank you game. So, what kind of abomination have I created here? So, there's, let's do this like that. Let's check out how much evil spirit we got in this world. Yeah. There we go. That's a nice amount. Alright, there's an entire area of cursed ice there. Okay. So far, so good. Well, for whatever we're doing, we're only allowed to go for evil biomes, so let's check out what's going to be our origin civilization. We got the brushed boulder and the trade of catches, so, well, both are quite established civilizations. Alright. Well, let's see. I want to have some capability of producing steel. I'm a sucker for that. But beyond that, I'll leave the rest to the dice. Let's see what kind of evil biomes got iron for us. And then we'll see about more. Okay, I also made the world have a little bit more evil phenomena. I tweaked around with the advanced world creation a little bit. Okay, so we got tundra, freshwater swamp. No, that doesn't really count. We got mountain. Oh, seriously? Oh yeah, that's haunted mountains. I've rarely seen these. Here we got glacier. Oh yeah, glacier is always nice. Here we got conifer forest. Here we got wastelands. Oh yeah. Olive, hi there. Happy to see you again. So if anybody has a specific wish, I'm totally down for playing wherever you guys lead me to. We got deserts, we got wastelands, savanna. All right, this world is good. This world has a nice generation to it so far. Here, we even have a haunted ocean. Nice. That's the dice rolled well here. There's basically a evil variant of almost every biome available. Even a haunted freshwater lake. Damn. So, tropical shrubland. Okay, so I'll leave that one to the audience where I have to settle down. If anybody wants to take a swing at me. Hey, Frantic Survivor. Welcome. Happy to see you. Yeah, it's been a while since I've streamed the last time, so there wasn't too much opportunity to catch me. Can you drink evil freshwater? Yes, yes, yes. Usually you can. All my embarkation sites that I was looking for have a light aquifer going on themselves. I personally wouldn't embark without a light aquifer because it's just such an easy way of generating safe water. That's cheap, effective, and you miss out on something. So, well, if nobody nudges me towards anything, well, then I'm going to go boring as usual with the storytelling. So, are we going to play with the brushed boulders or the trade of catches? They both kind sound kind of sucky, honestly. Erdem Scribe Roofs versus Ilral Tangle Sling. Gotta say, Ilral Tangle Sling has more of a sound to him, so I guess we're rolling with the brushed boulders. Okay. So I'm still taking ideas here. If anybody wants to see a specific evil variant of a biome, we got practically everything here. Very happy about that. So, but if we'd be considering that we're playing here, where would these people want me to go? I mean, okay, they wouldn't want me to go anywhere into the evil biomes. That's just me following the conduct of this run here. Iron Zinc. Oh yeah, that's an interesting compo. Here we have always the same stuff in the dank waste. Are you kidding me? The dank waste. Damn. All right. So the dank waste is a very very close competitor. Here we have it's crawling with goblins here, so no thanks. Tundra, I played that one off camera yesterday. I'm not too eager to go into a straight repetition there. Where's the iron here in the glacier? Let me see nickel. I mean nickel's cool, but so yeah, well. The Hill of Tentacles. All right, that's a close competitor as well. Damn, I love these. I love these the name generator of this game. It's just giving dank wastes all day. So, since I want to suffer for real, we are going to crank up the savagery of these a little bit higher. So let's check out where we can find especially many monsters. Maybe the entire dank wastes disqualify? Yeah, they do. Too bad. So there's no savage evil lands there. Okay, that's overall not too much savage evil land going on here. Well, this world has been generated with very low amount of resources, so I've taken care of that because there's nothing more exciting than being on very very close resources and finding something. Nothing makes this game more boring than extreme abundance, in my humble opinion at least. Oh man, those volcanoes. One day I'm going to make an evil volcano world too. Shoreline. Alright. Sure, sure. I'm here struck with the too much options, and I personally found that haunted ocean thing very, very interesting in the first place. So we got a piece of haunted ocean here. So yeah, there's some iron in that biome there. I like it. I like it. So let's see. Here's the iron below the ocean. Well, so the devious waters. All right. Oh, this one looks sweet. There we go. Iron, silver, copper, fluxstone layer. We go for the devious waters. Okay, friends, let's go. Oh, wait a sec. You have selected an area near a necromancer's tower. Oh, thank you, game, for telling me. Thank you for not telling me. Oh, well. Damn. So, this one was pretty... Here's only iron. Is that also in the vicinity of the Necro Tower? So, Necro Tower is pretty much of a no-go, you know? So, Necromancer's Tower. Where is that Necromancer's Tower, actually? I mean, here. Yeah, that's truly not far away. Potty pooper. So we could go for... Well, let's try that one out. I mean... So... There we go. What do we have here? A lot of different minerals and everything. Oh yeah, I like that one. So we could go onto the haunted freshwater lake, probably. But actually that's a little bit much on the resource density. Too bad that we had that necromancer tower sitting around there. That's a little bit harsh, you know? Because if I have a necromancer tower in the vicinity, I basically opt out on any migrants in that entire run. They're all gonna get killed on the surface, you know? So let's try if that's going to have a necromancer around. No, actually not. I do like that one. I mean, it has crap tons of metal, but I think we'll have a lot of other problems with that. So let's go. So there we go. Fortress revered. Alright, so just like I expected, we are standing right in front of the ocean, or the lake. I think it's a lake, isn't it? Are we sitting now at the lake? Yeah. So basically our entire map is water. That's, when I saw that tile, I was like, ah, so many metals, that's kind of an unfair advantage, but then I saw all the water. Damn. So, majority of the surface is watery. Okay, let's zoom in. We got some trees. Are they dead? No, they are not dead. That's, I don't know if that's a good or a bad thing. So, let's check out. Animals, none spotted so far. Probably a good thing. And, yeah, we are going to carve our path here directly into the mountain. There we go. It's a good start. And make sure we got all the mining force we can muster. Bring up a planter, bring up a plant gatherer. There we go. Okay, basics. Some standing orders, no automatic web collection, thank you. Don't cook the plump helmets. Jurist, don't cook them. It's too early for that. And let's see. Let's disable children chores. We have only farmers harvesting. And we have fishing only in designated zones. Water, yeah. I mean, we cannot take water from the ocean anyways, but yeah. So, let's go. Well, I'm going to leave these for now like that. So the biggest question when you embark on an evil biome is always at the very first. Is there necromancy at work or not? You know? Those necromantic biomes, they are the worst. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to put up a safety zone for the animals, and then we go downstairs like here. Animal safe zone, and then we are going to build up a little bit of a safe house here. Oh God, this is so close to the waterline. Damn. I wonder when we will hit wet ground. So let's drop down another staircase here and keep a mistrustful eye on the animals. Alright. So, okay, so far so good. Well, rain is normal so far. We'll see if we get some freak weather here. I mean, we will have to dig through start of this biome to see what kind of freakiness it got. I mean, the last time I had a evil biome that basically had no evilness going on for itself whatsoever. So yeah, this is one of the biomes with a tricky aquifer, or we ain't got no stone to work with when we go for the first aquifer. Yeah, I like challenges. Good-o. So let's make sure we got a stockpile zone where they can dump their stuff at. No corpses, no refuse, please. Thank you. So for now, we're going to bring up a stockpile zone for corpses and refuse up here. Let's see how long we can keep it like that. I mean, it's all gonna be relying or depending on what kind of curses we have to face here. Okay, but I mean, all in all, it could be worse. We have access to wood here, and it seems like wood is growing actually here. That's a really, really good start. So let's go for the aquifer thingy. So, sand. Chalk. So we got our first real stone here. And we hit dry ground. Wonderful. I'm going to go down one more level here. Slightly staggered. Just to make sure that we have some breathing room to work with. Okay. And now let's smoothify these walls. And now we got to make us some rock blocks to get that thing going here. So I'm setting up one stoneworker's workshop here with that one chunk of chalk that we looted so far. And here we go. Here we're going to make ourselves at home. So, come on, boys, give me some blocks to work with. Yeah, well, that's enough. Okay. Then we're going to suspend the hauling for a short moment because I want to have these products or these productions done. So we're going to assign the stonecrafter to that. And the moment you have only one person busy hauling, the rest of the stuff gets done very, very quickly again. Okay. There we go. Now, I only need one pile of rock blocks, don't I? This is a very, very easy to breach aquifer layer so far. One of the most harmless that I've seen in a while. Seems like luck is with the Fortress Revert people after all. No. So, we got the blocks. And probably I will do some sort of irrigation as quick as possible. I mean, we seem to have such an easy access to water. Fresh water, I mean. Should be doing something out of that. So, there we go. Good. Now, that's a fine start. I like that so far. Let's make sure we got the basics down. So, here, let's say... Well, this is above the aquifer layer, so we're going to make... Yeah, this is the... We're going to make farming on this level. Then we're going to make stoneworking on this level. Let's carve out some small holes for that. Pink jade! So, okay, farming, stoneworking... woodworking. Then we are going to go for crafts, metalworking, and well, we'll see about that where that'll lead. Okay, so we got the workshops. We got salt water here, yeah. It's all salt water down there. It's where is it? Pool of bitter sludge. Oh, it's even worse than oh, wait a sec. No, it's actually fun. It's actually fresh water. But I don't know. Where was that pool of bitter sludge? That was that's something which it's unsettling me a bit, because that means there might be, we might have seen a first evil biome effect there. Well, one thing at a time. So far, nothing immediately lethal seems to be roaming around these shores. So it looks like an ocean, but it's actually just a huge lake. I got that one wrong. Okay, so Stoneworkers Alley. We are finding some gemstones. That's really, really fine so far. It's treacherously good. I'm really wondering where the problems will start at. Keep looking on the animals tab, because you know, if there's one corpse showing up anywhere, one undead, there's a very, very high chance that undead will be plaguing these grounds in general. Well, but, so, let's say to the agriculture as quick as possible, shall we? Because that's always one of the most important things for a young fortress. So 5, 6, and 7. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and 7. There we go. So it's my personal favorite for an irrigation shaft. So there we go. Especially when you got an aquifer available. This is a really, really sweet way of doing it. So we are going to require 1 hatch cover, 1 door, and 1 mechanic's workshop. Just want to make sure that our agricultural endeavors are a full hit right from the get-go. The more experienced you grow with this game, the easier this is. But since the preparations for this job are a little bit lengthy, I'm quite okay with doing this immediately. The irrigation chamber has to fill before it'll work, you know. Don't whiz around because for some damn stone. Know what I'm doing. So the mechanics workshop is ready, so we need, I think, only 2 mechanisms, but let's make that 3, just for good measure. Oh, come on, you. Will you finally? They must mine out the room below first. Yeah, whatever. It's okay, it's okay. So the preparations will get done first. That's okay, too. It's going to be a very, very simple concept. We are going to make a little bit of a flooding chamber. It's going to provide water into the farm. So, wait a sec. How on earth did they mine upwards like that? Somebody care to explain? Jeez. This is technically not possible, but obviously... Oh no, I know how they did it. They carved the staircase into the rock. I see. That actually makes sense after all. Okay, so next step, we are going to put a hatch on it. We are going to put a door in front of it. And we're going to construct a lever. It's already leaking. But it's just doing the trick. Okay, so let's check the environs. Well, Great Horned Owl. This is not a undead. As long as it ain't undead, I'm okay with it, you know. Alrighty. So we got that locked, and the last step, make sure that nobody can accidentally hurt himself there. Here. Put a piece of floor on top of it. Okay, so we got that now. Once that chamber is full, we're going to go and flood the place. And then we have nice farming plots. Goodo. Since the food production is one of the most important things in the very beginning of the game, we are going to start on out with that. So let's do this. This will also produce a nice amount of stone for us to work with. And another very, very important thing, dismantle the wagon. The meeting spot shall be henceforth here. Fun thing is, before you dismantle the wagon, they will automatically use the wagon as a meeting area and in dangerous environments that can be quite fatal. Yeah. Okay. So far, so good. We do need more than that, of course. We are just starting out. Next thing that I want to do here is Let's put up a pasture in front of that. I mean, I really, really don't know whether or not animals will die, whether or not animals will reanimate if they die out there or not. That's something we have to find out, and we will find out. But until then, the animals don't go into the fortress. Nope. Just a heavy nope on that. Feeling not too well with the idea. So... I'm so scared that we're going to have some undead invasion here right at the beginning. Okay, irrigation hatch chamber is working on out already. So let's get started and bring us the still and all these things. And oh, okay. I was wondering. I know that damp stone located sound. Okay, so turns out we'll have to cut back on our big project here, as it seems. Okay, nothing too unexpected here. We are living directly below a big, big, fat body of water, after all, so that doesn't come as a big surprise that we got some problems there, right? All right. But this is a really, really exciting thing for me. I've never played in the vicinity of such a huge, massive body of water. I really want to build a castle on that. Can you imagine how cool that would be? Castle in the water? Dwarven castle in the water? Damn. Oh, man, this game, you know. I put up a map for a couple of minutes and I already have ideas what I want to do. Love it. So, we are going to bring up a bridge, but first I want to have more stone blocks, please. I don't like to build with chunks. It makes the craftspeople run like... Yeah, you get the idea. Castles in the sky. Oh, that sounds fancy. It's raining bitter sludge. Oh, crap. Okay, so, first of all, is it problematic for you? Is it transforming you into a monster? Is it transforming anybody into a monster? Or is it just a crappy piece of weather? Oh boy. Oh no. So, he's holding remains of a roach. So I don't know if hamsters and roaches would normally reanimate in a chromatic biome, but I think we are in the clear in that regard, probably. But bitter sludge surely sounds like something harmless in the first place. Hard to tell. Hard to tell. I don't have too much experience with that, to be totally honest with you folks. That's why I'm doing this here, by the way. And I figured it'd be fun if you guys would be watching my suffering, right? Okay, so here we have the basics of our workshops down. I like that already. But I honestly don't think that I want to have my citizens in risk of being close to the workshops like that. So we are going to get us some... how to call it? Some extra section for the citizens, you know? Personally like that a lot. Okay, time to re-enable hauling again. Because I know that this leads to really, really bad situations if you disable that for too long. And we do require a set of manager's items now, so... Make me a door, make me a throne. Pronto. Good. So the chamber here is slowly filling. And as soon as these things here are done, we're going to make a small spot for or the expedition leader to manage us. Okay. Oh, crap. So turns out my city core project is already fell into the water. Well, we'll see about that, right? So turns out we got to make our city work a little bit differently because we just have so much damp spots. I mean, as has been pointed out, we are living below a lake. That isn't much of a big surprise. I mean, if we go upstairs, I bet this is the water line. Yeah, right? You see that? Boom. I love how things in this game make so terribly much sense in so many ways. So what we're going to do out of that situation is pretty clear for me. We're going to develop the city set itself more into a northern direction. So that means we're going to make our first set of living rooms there, and the office will be here because we need to automate things. There we go. And I want a bridge to lock me off from the rest of the world. Magic has an office with a swimming pool. Yeah. Damn. This is, I can already foresee that the water will be one of the biggest enemies of this fortress. I mean, I basically wonder how deep we will need to carve until this leakiness here stops being an issue, you know? So, this will definitely influence the architecture of this fortress by a lot. As you can see here already, it's, oh man, it's even bothering me while I'm trying to build apartments. Dang. Okay, so, yeah, this fortress is living in close quarters. That's one thing I can tell for sure. Okay, let's assign the manager and the broker and the bookkeeper. Why not? I need another office then, but okay. So this is very, very unpleasant to begin with, because that means we are going to have really not much room to work with. Really, 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 really not much room to work with. In general, this entire fortress will be pretty cramped until we hit the lower layers. I like it. So that means for me, we are going to go more like that way. And let's see when we will hit water again. Speaking about water, yeah, that chamber is filling quite nicely. Perfect. Goodo. Next step, let's set up the food industry because we're already starting to deplete our starting resources. So, here's going to be the storage for the drinks. Here's going to be the storage for the foods. And here's going to be the storage for the plants. Simple, effective, should work for now. There we go. And we got to dismantle that stockpile here because it keeps hogging stuff from everywhere else. And up until then, stuff will lie here. And it's going to be okay that it'll lie here. Promise. Okay, now then. Next step, we need more room for our workshops. And beds and doors. So let's make some work orders here. Crafts dwarf, no, we want the carpenter, but I do need a crafts dwarf soon. I do notice that. But first, beds and doors. So, go. Yeah, make me 10 doors, guys. That's okay. We only got one type of stone so far to work with. Fun situation. Okay, so, well, a rattlesnake and a black mamba. Okay, I think this is not the most dangerous thing here in the first place. Alright, so I need a fishery down here too. We don't have that. Oh, we do have that already. Okay, so let's see. A farmer, that's what we don't have right now, which is extremely important. Okay, can't wait for that water reserve to be filled up. So yeah, that bitter sludge it is raining, it seems to be more like a, he was dejected when caught in the rain, alright. But it looks like the bitter sludge does not impose any health risks or anything like that. Yeah, just like I thought, we ah, look at that. It's the same border. Damn, gosh. All right, so we cannot get our mining efforts any further at this point. Right on. Then we are going to make it like that. No, DF hack is not. That's an entirely own mod that I think it's something with user interface modifications on the Steam Workshop. DF hack has other thingies that it does, but admittedly, 90% of the time I'm not using it because I still have to go deeper into that. But it has a couple of really useful options that I'm sinking my teeth slowly into. Okay, so this is going to be the mining shaft. Very ungrateful job. What we got to do here is now we're going to breach past the water line. And I somehow have the feeling as if we're going to have to do a much deeper breach than the last time. But we'll see about that. So as we see here, we are still deep in the wet regions. Let's smooth that out, because luckily that's actually stone. So we can just resolve our issues with that. And here we're going to replace that real quick with walls. So this will be a long-term project now, because I'm going to drill a hole down there and see, A, how deep does it go, and B, can we find all minerals that we require down there, you know. So, well, whatever. We're using raw chalk here for an exception. Is chalk actually a it's a regular stone, isn't it? No, it's actually, I remembered correctly, right? It's flux stone. Hot damn. We just need iron now and coal. Oh yeah, we also do require some furnishing here. Oh, we don't have any beds yet. Damn. Okay. I mean, we are down at 7 people after all still. I mean, I think I am doing a very fast progression here. Okay, so now we can drill us through here. Boy, oh boy. No, not like this. Alright, I didn't pay attention there. But that's okay. Not paying attention is part of the game. So we're going to carve us a little bit deeper there. Oh boy. Is that even... Do we even... Can we even... I mean, it'll leak from up there. I don't know. We'll see about that. I have the bad feeling that we're going to have to suffer through water problems there. Because water should leak from upstairs down to us. Look at that. Different stone. It ain't stone at all. Well, we'll see about that in a hot minute. Worst case scenario, we'll have to dig all that out and build stuff on it. Okay. Well, I don't run any content mods myself. Admittedly, I feel very similar like you. I don't need more complexity, thank you. Games are already tough enough for me. And therefore, yeah. But I do like the quality of life things that are going on. So here we are back in Loam. Oh boy, this is so nasty. All right. So this doesn't work the way I want it to. We're going to make ourselves a steady supply of rock blocks here. Because obviously we do require a stupid amount of these. So let's see if the water is actually retreating or increasing here. And here we are, almost done. Nice. And these have to be exchanged. Good lord, this will be a brutal task. But, you know, there has to be some challenge when you want to dig below a body of water. Yeah, it's just like I thought. It's still leaking. Okay, so we got to fix that, right? So what we're going to do here is we're going to replace the entirety of the aquifer thingy there. Because right now the water is dripping from up above, and if I remember correctly, removing the walls above should resolve the issue. But I'm not sure, not entirely sure about that. I never tried to handle aquifers on that level. Okay, so these have to go and have to be replaced, and then we'll see if we still have wet feet down there. So, luckily my stone carvers are working really, really fast. They're chucking out those chalk blocks in a impressive pace, gotta say. Okay, so when that's all done, if that's still a problem, I don't know. Probably we have to floor that thing. But it should stop now. I've heard that this should be actually enough. But I'll personally only believe it after I've seen it. Okay, so let's dig deeper on that. Hey! Guess what's there? Damp water. Damp walls. So... Oh, wow. That's sadistic, you know. But the water down here is on decline, so it looks like we did manage to solve one problem. At least that. So, considering all the blocks we got... Oh boy, I didn't mean to build walls and... Floors, not walls. Damn. My bad. So... Like the aesthetics, you know. Alrighty. So... There we go. We got that. So I said this was for the craftspeople, so let's bring that up as well. And I'm going to be right back. Doorbell. Yeah. So let's just hope that things will go fine here. Did I disable the music again, or why is it not audible? This game is playing music not often enough. That's one of the biggest gripes that I got with Dwarf Fortress. Doesn't send me music often enough. Okay, so let's set up our first beds down here. Let's check. Yeah, water here is disappearing. That's good. Speaking about water, we're ready to flick the switch. I can't change the interval of songs? Okay, I got to do this. Audio. Average seconds between tracks and interludes. You, my good man, are a genius. This game has way too many settings, so I often just don't see the settings. Okay, so how many people do we get? Is it one of those wonderful occasions where you just get 2 immigrants? Oh, actually looks like it. Oh, game, seriously? 2 people? Yeah. That's all we got? Good lord. Sweet Amok, what have I done to you? Alright, so as you see here, we're creating muddied ground, just like that. Super easy. I love this technique. I love this so much. It's super simple, and that's one of the many things why I love aquifers, you know. Aquifers are your friends. They're just like these annoying friends that sometimes just talk too much and have annoying traits, but they're actually really good. If you need them, they are there for you. Jokes aside, light aquifers have many good uses there. So, just like here, well, let's see. If this is the water line, so we're going to make us here a nice thing that I personally like to have in almost all of my fortresses. Yeah, we really just got 2 immigrants. Okay. No further commentary. Okay, then we are going to set on up our next things. Ah yeah, and now I know what I wanted the crafts dwarf for. So we got the craftspeople's hall up and running almost. So let's make that happen. So crafts dwarf, I need that. I need him for mugs and for rock pots, because I don't want to waste my precious wood for that. Especially since we'll have to spend enough wood just for the creation of bins, you know? In every fortress that has no access to stupid amounts of metal, I always end up using the majority of my wood for bins. Don't know how you guys are handling that, but for me it practically always ends up like that. So let's make that one for gemstone. That one for finished goods. There we go. And up here, that's all wet stuff. So, well, where the hell will I put my furniture stockpiles? Ah, this place is so narrow. What do we get in there? Well, it's as far as I know, Frantic, it's all about the mist. The dwarves are total suckers for mist. It's not so much about water or anything, but mist. That's the stuff they're crazy for. That's something you can produce with with an aquifer quite easy too. Mist, I mean. It's one of the cheapest ways of creating a mist generator. I just pass on that so often. I actually don't really know why. Laziness, I suppose. But, well. Okay, so let's bring up the basics. Alright, we got this fortress up and running almost in no time, eh? It's raining bitter sludge. I find that so far exceedingly harmless. This place is, you know, I'm basically on edge because things are too easy as of yet. Look at that! More damp stone. Alrighty, so first thing that we gotta do is dig us below that mountain. Conglomerate. So we have hit a different stone type here. Okay. So, it's about time to whip up the farm plots. So, just like that. And luckily, when we got stone to work with, it's all that much easier, you know. Hey, who would have thought? More damp stone. Yeah, well, pretty much expected this to go on like that for a while. We now have to find out how deep that goes and when it'll finally stop. Okay, we got the crafts dwarf. Now let's get the food production going. First steps, we make rock pots. Second step, we get on over to the still and we brew everything which is available. Third step, we get on over to the kitchen and we're going to make easy meals and, well, for the time being, also fine meals. Why not? Also, shut up. Email program. Stop making noises. Thank you. So I don't know why Dwarf Fortress is weird like that, but right now it is not possible for me to capture it like I do capture other games with Streamlabs. It's one of those games that really behaves difficult. Alright, so we make easy meals until we have 100, and fine meals until we have 500. There we go. It's going to get us somewhere. Let's see. I think I did configure the kitchen. I did? I did. Goodo. So, with these things all set up and running, we should be okay. For the time being. Let's get our bookkeeper going. Hey, Chris Crass. Hi there. Thanks for the follow today. I noticed that. Happy to catch you. So, office number 2 for our bookkeeper. Thank you. So we know how few of everything we got. Well, but I think we have a, we are on a good way here. Oh, I should allow that door. Margoth, hi there. So happy to hear that ACS is still going around. It's been a few years now for me with ACS, but I keep getting positive feedback that my tutorials are still helping. Cheers. Hope you're having good fun with that game. ACS is quite nutty, but in a good way. Had some seriously good times with that one. Okay, so we are digging ourselves downstairs. Let's see. I do prophesize that this will go several levels deep. Several levels deep. So what we're going to do now is I want to have a freshwater source inside the fortress. Because I personally hate nothing more than being depending on outside sources for water. So we're doing this. Making it 2 stories deep because I personally like it more than I like that. And there we go. So that should do the trick. Always leaving a staircase for the silly jurists to crawl back upstairs to. And we cannot go deeper than that, of course, because obviously the kitchen is down below. But this thing here, once it's done, will provide fresh water for the inside of the fortress. So, you guys... Alright. I know what has happened. They've forgotten to mine out the pot upstairs. Okay. Okay. So... one of them is dead already. They have crashed through here and destroyed the still. Oh boy. Okay. When stuff doesn't go as intended. So the worst part about it is that we now have lost not only people, but also... well... yeah, I bet we have more dead people here in no time. So let's see to a hospital real quick. That's good to know, Aleph. I never... that's the first time that this happened to me, honestly. So let's do a impromptu hospital. Just to make sure that these poor fellas get at least a chance. I mean, at this point of the fortress, it shouldn't be too much of a catastrophe, honestly. So... oh no, the chief medical dwarf cannot fill all the slots himself, I see. So, alright, if everybody is equally good at something, everybody is a great doctor, right? So, we need that. We need that. I think we don't have a table yet, don't we? No. Ugh, well. And just like that, a hectic situation ensues. Okay. Okay. I mean, the most important part is that the flooring gets down here. So, let's see. The chest and the table. That table takes a damn long time. Grey languor. Well, that's just some monkeys. Say, is that thing linked to somewhere? No, it ain't. Let's change that. Do I not have mechanisms on the list? Well, with only 8 people, there's only so many things that I can put on the tab realistically. So let's just make those mechanisms like that. No, you don't. Okay. I don't know if we actually have a chance in helping our other dudes here for real. That one guy is just lying on the ground and seemingly quite deado. But let's assign some one orderly and see if that'll help. If we are lucky, he's going to get carried there. Okay, right now there's water seeping downstairs, but okay then. Next step, I need a coffin. Mucho importante. Come on. Now then, I really don't know if that's going to work on out, but I think it's worth a try. Let's do some extra orderly here. Ah, man. I just wanted to create a freshwater source for the fortress. Look what I did. And look what I did. Worst part is they're somehow not building the still back up again. Ah, finally. Alrighty. So... we just have way too much labor going on here. That's one thing I know for sure. That's one thing I know for sure. So... I want a lever. And I want it just like here. And we're going to have a little bit of a burial spot somewhere, hey? Where will we... this is a good spot. This won't hurt us. Want some fresh water, drown the whole fortress? Well, that's not completely right. I didn't drown the fortress. I actually smashed somebody. That's an entirely different category, isn't it? Alrighty. So we're going to... No. It's the economy class grave, my friends. Okay, so... this guy can't be the bookkeeper. We're going to leave the bookkeeper vacant for now, because I need this guy to build the farms. It's way more important right now. Alrighty, but the cistern is finally working out. Oh boy, I never had it that the floor crashed down like that. It's an entirely new experience for me. One that I didn't need. Right on. So let's get on with the helmets. Then the pigtails. Then the good old quarry bush. And after that, the sweet pods, or cave wheat. Oh well, let's do cave wheat. There we go. And a nice little stockpile for the seeds. Okay. Big advantage of what we're doing here is we are sitting on fertile soil just from the very first moment, and that's pretty powerful. So let's see, unhappiness. The stonecrafter is unhappy because of a lack of chairs, because of the lack of goblets and mugs. Well, these are things that we can change. Ugh, good stuff. Finally, they're worried and angry about issues that we actually can resolve, you know, and quite easily too. So we're going to bring up a new stockpile zone, just a small one for mugs. It's really that effective, you know. That's why I'm doing it. There we go. And we link that to the finished goods stockpile that should exist somewhere. Here, there it is. And obviously, the bin industry needs to get going here. Bin it, please. Then, do I have woodcutter still? No, my woodcutter died. Damn. Just like that. Early game, when somebody dies, it's really important to double check if all the functions in your fortress are still doable. So far, the evilness of this place here is not too evil. The Waters of Pain is what it's called. The Waters of Pain, alright? I mean, maybe that's why the cistern was doomed, because we're living at the Waters of Pain. Sure, they brought pain. Job's well done. Okay, now, bad puns aside, let's go and dig deeper. Oh, it's autumn, and I haven't cut any gemstones. Needs to cut gemstones now. We need to trade. Well, I've been busy with so many things this run that I know how it came that I forgot that. But luckily, I've already set up the workshop for that, so we can easily just cut the gemstones. There we go. So the impromptu hospital didn't really find much usage, but what we really should do here is water source. Now, for the time being, I'm allowing them to use this still, because it's very, very close to the fortress and all. But once we got access to some safer areas, we're going to disallow that. So many people around. I'm so happy to see you all. Ah, did you hear that? That's another round of that. Alright. I did expect that this will go on for a while, so I'm not too surprised about that. But we need to do something about our food situation here, because this is actually not sustainable. So let's set up some hotkeys. I got the farmer's workshop here. That means we can set up some work orders here. Does anybody actually know if milking animals and shearing animals is being done automatically? Or if I do need to bring up these work orders like I do? It always pains me because I wonder if I do something unnecessary here, or if it doesn't work on out if I don't assign it like that. Please let me know if you know. It's one of those things in the game that really, really plagues me. So we got to process these things, but we also got to make not cloaks, bags. So that means we got to bring up some basic cloth industry. We're going to make that happen back there. Don't think they are automatic. Thank you, Drools. So, you know, the thing is, I do set up work orders for basically everything at some point that I can automate, so it's always hard for me to tell if things would work without my indulgement, you know? But when it comes down to these jurists, I take nothing for granted. They are notoriously stupid, so must be all the booze. I'd be pretty stupid too if I'd be drinking all day like that. Admittedly. But I mean, the most fun part about this game is that you have to respect that your entire civilization is built up by a bunch of alcoholics. They cannot get through the day without alcohol. That translates down to alcoholic. You know, I love this. I think Dwarf Fortress is by far the most forgiving game when it comes down to alcoholism that I've ever seen in my life. So we got to shut down these workshops here because they're actually false friends here. We have everything much more available here, you know. So let's expand on that furniture deposit. Ah, damn. Yay! We finally got visits from the peoples. Alrighty, so, oh boy. Ugh, we're poor. Exactly, Civ 80, exactly. I too live in Germany. My condolences. Alright, so far we haven't seen any fuel here. We haven't seen any metals here, but supposedly metals are around, but fuel is not. So we are going to order what? I mean, these guys are nice enough to bring us whatever we want from them next year, if we make it that long, that is. So I'm going to order here. Yeah, the why is this like that? I just realized that this list is not the same as it was the last time. So I'm trying to order lignite and bituminous coal. They have to be here somewhere. Or are they not, because this civilization does not have access to these? Is it that? Yeah. We cannot order these because they don't have it. It would make sense. I mean, they cannot deliver me anything that they don't have. So I don't see any lignite nor bituminous coal in your... Okay. Now, that's not good. We are going to order that stuff then directly here. It's the best I can do. But, well... Big issue here is we've only had very crappy gemstones here to begin with. Hey there, AFK. So long time no see. So I'm finally back with streaming. You guys should see me more often at this point too. Just in case you're interested, I got me some nice COVID over the New Year's Eve, and I've learned that long COVID ain't no joke, you know. I simply wasn't capable to stream. That's the end of the story. Finally feeling good though, so don't worry about me. Okay, so let's dig deeper. 12-hour stream. Yeah, well, my family has something against that, I think. Okay, so did I disable hauling or... No, I didn't. Okay. So we located new dampstone here. Yeah, no big surprise for me. But I do plan to stream some more here in the next couple of days. I'm very hyped for the release of Kerbal Space Program, sorry. Very hyped for that. I want to see what that'll do. So all in all, I'd say we're totally lacking in terms of workforce. And those gemstones I've brought up there, they're a joke. They are a joke. Alrighty, so let's see. We do require food quite badly, so I shall work on that first. Usually these guys have some nice amount of meat, and they trade that for me with me. Wonderful. Okay, that should be all the deal that we require for now. All right, but the cistern is at least filling slowly, so we'll have access to water inside the fortress at some point, which is always giving me a good feeling. The only thing I really want here in this fortress, though, are a few more people than just 8. I mean, yeah, I killed number 9 myself. Not particularly proud about it, but it's a very slow start. Alrighty, but at least we're finally starting to get some bins here together. That means we are finally also putting things into boxes. That's making our entire base a little bit more orderly. Goodo. Well, turns out this place here is one of those evil biomes where I'm asking myself, where's the evilness? Particularly now, you know, in particular. But I don't mean to mope, you know. It's okay. We're going to get killed soon enough. Population 7, so somebody else died. I bet that was the wounded dude that got the roof on his head. There was one dude lying around for a pretty long time there before he succumbed, before he now obviously succumbed to his wounds. Well, so we are back to starting crew. Okay. So, you guys just didn't... Okay. Interesting, interesting. Probably we cannot drink the water out of this, out of the sea, because it somehow doesn't really make sense. I have brought up a water collection zone here. Covers both areas. Maybe the orderly just was overworked, though. That could be also the case. Yeah, whatever. It's bit of a tragedy. The biggest problem is that it does make our people here extremely unhappy. So let's see. We got to get that dude back under the earth as quick as possible. And yeah, they're horrified because they saw the dead body of the dude. And obviously,
you're welcome.
A place to eat at. So thanks for the follow, Drools. Appreciate it. This ain't a saltwater thing, no. It's a, it looks like we're on the ocean, but actually we're here just sitting on a riverbank here. So this is actually fresh water, according to the tooltip here, water. Water mixed with some bitter sludge that's raining from the sky. But it doesn't mark the water as something that cannot be consumed or anything. You get the idea. Whatevs, we are going to make sure that we are making some tables and chairs now next. Because that's one of the things we haven't done yet, so... Not zables, tables and thrones here. Goodo. It's a pretty, I don't know. I don't like to make everything here out of fluxstone, but as long as I don't have a better alternative, we are making everything out of fluxstone here. It's quite sassy. So we're going to build the eating hole over here, I'd say. Yeah, flavored water, yeah. Bitter sludge flavored water. Okay. We need more people here. That's absolutely a thing. And why is nobody brewing stuff, hey? How come? Our drink supplies are dangerously low. So, do I have a forager here? Yes, I do. So, let's go foraging a bit. It's always a nice early game method of acquiring some material to booze up your fortress a bit. I bet it's just the farms that need to swing into gear. You know? The plump helmet plot alone should actually have enough for the majority of the people here, but we got to see about that, obviously. So... can't already see that there's just too much work here spread over through the fortress. Everybody's sitting on some workshop and stuff. Nobody got time to do important things. So... but this is not cool. So, need unrotten fermentable plants. Okay, so things are going out of hand. Okay, so let's see if that'll get them back into... It's not the first time that my dwarfs are basically killing themselves by a over-aggressive hauling routine. It's called like that. I mean, the stuff is literally there. They just need to pick it up, you know. Ah, here. Finally, my gatherer is gathering. And, yeah. Good old migrants! That means 3 more people to work. They really don't want to be here. But as soon as this dude has taken his tour, he got items that we can brew. Ah, finally here. That bubbling you see, that's a good sign. That means our things here are getting done. So... Forager going downstairs. Dude. Somebody brew something before the situation escalates here. They probably sent me the worst dwarves. I don't know, drools. Let's check it out. One of them is a child. And one is a legendary bone carver. Yeah, well. For now, we're going to rip down the hospital here. It was never meant to be here. So, let's make sure that the unhappiness score goes down a bit. But I bet that a eating place will be really good for the moral. I mean, this place is so freaking cramped. We legit can't really get us much more space than that. Okay. Is that an indoor field? Which one? That? Yeah. Oh yeah. That's something we require. We need a loom, and we need a clothier so we can process that stuff correctly. There goes. And so finally the first harvests come on in. And obviously there's also the first amounts of booze finally getting in here. Good-o. Next step. Let's bring up the tables. And some chairs. And just like that, those silly old dwarves got themselves a dining hall. And now, let's do the same thing for that. So we got a tavern there as well. But first things first. Prepared meals, please. Oh crap, we got miasma again. So food's going bad here. Well, this situation should not be too long here like that. Alright, my forager is bringing fresh plants wherever he can. That's good. So the situation should de-escalate at some point. Soonish. Soon TM. Ah, well. So we got seriously angry people by now? Yeah, well, he got a bit traumatized by the doctor dying down there. Guess the miasma ain't helping either. But at least we're finally brewing stuff here. But what I do realize is we do have a real shortage on...
You're welcome.
...on farming labor here. Some love there. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. This is one of the crappiest fortresses that I've made in a while. This one just doesn't work out at all. Oh yeah, another thing that we really need to do here is the... So, I really don't want... The kitchen is hogging off items here again. And I'm somewhat afraid that this stuff here needs to get harvested. Yeah, well. Until the situation is a tad bit more stable, I don't feel like I can leave alone this place for real. Okay. I don't like the situation here at all. And I also don't understand how long these fields will take to grow still. Okay. Here we got Dwarven Ale Mash, showing me that they're still cooking too much with the booze that we're creating. This is one early game thing that can happen sometimes when your industry ain't swinging hard enough yet, and then your kitchen hogs off the booze and turns it into food that nobody needs. It's pretty much what's happening here. Luckily, there's stuff growing here in that area. So, well, next time I'll do a crappy farm project again in the first place. It's the first time that I tried this out, but for some odd reason, what is going on with my farmer? Well, alright. There seems to be nothing that needs harvest here yet. Let's see. Passion fruit beer sounds intriguing. I'm surprised they didn't make wine out of it, honestly. Yeah, dwarven wine stew, and this is our problem. That's where our problem comes from. So whenever there's something brewed here, I totally need to take care that it doesn't get cooked into food again. Oh, that's a stupid problem to have. It's hopefully going to get, hopefully going to pass soon. Someone over there. I'm sorry, I misread that. What's my plans here? So far I am more. So far we're on survival, but I really want to try out what I can do with all that water here in the long run. You know, I've never had a map with such a huge body of water. You know, I don't know. Maybe I'll flood the caverns. Maybe I'll build a castle in the sea. Was one thing that really tempted me. Something like that. If we survive. So far we're obviously parched. Okay, but I bet that the moment I disable the kitchen's bad behaviors here a little bit again, things should swing back into normality here. We have some super angry dwarfs here. We had too many deaths. But this should be under control rather sooner than later. So here finally the plump helmet harvest is coming on in. I think we are now past the worst. And probably I should get up another still going. That always helps. I mean, right now we only got 10 people working here. I think that might be a lot of the problem, but trader, no. Ah, it's already winter. They should have went. They already went over. Up and over. I mean, if we wouldn't have had such a deep aquifer, Omanax, thanks for the follow. If the aquifer here wouldn't be that deep, I would be already deep down in the mining business. But yeah, well, you see what's happening there. Let's see if we can finally dig a little bit deeper. It seems as if the food situation or booze situation is slowly coming under control. Longland beer is also nothing we need to take care of. So, how many miners do I have here? Oh, well, only. Okay. You're welcome, mate. You're welcome. Just doing my job. Finally getting back into Twitch streaming. So let's see. Yeah, it's all damp stone down here too. Of course. I mean, This would be so cool to have a castle on the on the sea here. That's one thing that just doesn't. One thought that just doesn't leave me. All right. Looks like we're getting past that problematic point now. Mostly created by by a lack of workforce. I mean, 10 people are still a horrible low amount, but well, ah, look, it's still wet feet day. Jeez. It's raining bitter sludge. This place is kind of freaking me out a bit. Oh, mudstone. That means we've hit a new biome or a new stone layer. Nice. So let's get this tavern thing going. Plant drinks provided by the kitchen. One day. But look at that, 61 drink. Okay. The harvest comes in. The harvest comes in here right now. That's why we're... Oh, wait a sec. We're going to make that a little bit more nifty. So remember that mug stockpile that I made here? We're going to go into it. And... Oh, you cannot... Oh, it does not. It does only work on the same level. All right, today I learned. Because you can actually disembody parts of a stockpile, so to say. That's all gibberish, don't worry. It's okay. Here we go. So, booze and mugs stored, and, oh well. Oh well, I forgot. Why is this happening to me always? Oh, I keep forgetting to floor my taverns for whatever reason that is. I don't know why, but yeah. Oh, goodbye game. Oh crap. Game just died. So... Step 1, find the world that you were playing again. I mean, Fortress Revered. Oh boy. No, the last autosave was at the beginning of autumn. Oh, I hate it. That's very, very unfortunate, isn't it? Let's see what has happened the last time I had an autosave. Ugh. So we've had 8 people there. We've still had a lot of drink available. I mean, at least I can stop the kitchen from doing this madness one more time. Ah, well. That's so sad. That's just so sad. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, well, let's pretend it never happened. I mean, that's the best I can do, I guess. So that also means that this one guy, he didn't die yet, right? So... Here, seriously injured. The bone doctor is seriously injured. So maybe traveling back into time can get me some some respite here. So, who's the almost dead person again? Zon something something. Alright. Probably we can't fix that this time. So, it doesn't seem like... somebody is helping him, though. Which is kind of freaking me out, because I got everything enabled here, don't I? I mean, the water gathering spot is enabled. Or is it? No. The water source ain't enabled here yet. But, oh, now I see the issue. Ha! So, in case you didn't spot it, if I go downstairs here, there's no water. It's not connected. So that's why the poor fella died last time. This time it should work. Okay. So, let's see. That's going to get somebody to give him water. Yay! He got water now! Hot damn. That's at least something. I love it when problems get resolved like that. Okay, so let's get through these problems that we've had before. Foraging. Here we go. One more time. I mean, now I know what I got to do, right? And judging from the looks of it, the trade caravan hasn't been here even yet. So, reconstructing it now, I totally understand what has happened the last time there. I have bought a decent stockpile of food, and then that decent stockpile of food got cooked away with the booze. And then I was left with a lot of food, but no more booze. Totally makes sense now. So basically, maybe not the worst thing that the game shut down on me, because I actually learned a lot out of that problem. But still, I would have preferred to have it differently. So charcoal and coke. Because you have to click on done, otherwise he's not going to find that it's really done. Okay then, so... yeah, the dining hall ain't done yet. That was a implementation from before the crash. We got the bins. We got the doors. So let's make throne, rock table, and we got mugs. Right on. We got bins. We got pots. Yeah, that should work. So... good. It's a little bit sad that we have to redo all this, but probably that one severely injured dude is going to live through this due to that. I mean, so that's some piece of good news. So I'm going to see the toilet for a second. I'm going to be right back, my friends. And I need to refresh on my tea. There we go. So, maybe some hives. Oh, I have to learn beekeeping first. It's one of the few things that I haven't dabbled into yet. Now that I think about it. Okay, so let's see. How many gems do we have? Ugh. This, well. It is as it is, I'd say. That sounds disgusting, someone over there. But I learned that this game has something freaky for pretty much every occasion, you know? There is something freaky for pretty much every occasion. And I think if I don't re-enable hauling, nothing will get hauled to the trade depot. It's raining bitter sludge. Sadly, it's not being depicted here visibly. Alright, so we got the gemstones over at the depot. It ain't much, but we're going to do it just like the last time. Different items are delivered this time. That's okay. Steel pick. Oh man, does it have to be steel? You guys. So... let's take the very, very costly foods out there. Wonderful. Alright. So, unlike the last time, I have now not all the booze open for cooking. I mean, if they are cooking a little bit with booze, it doesn't matter for me. That's okay. They shall do so, but, you know, not the entirety of our stockpiles, please. Good-o. So... it rained goblin blood. Well, I'm reading the Let's Play series for Room Carnage right there, which is a fortress that has been built on a evil biome glacier volcano, where it's constantly raining elf blood, or it's snowing elf blood. So, there are so many cool biomes in this game. I think that's personally one of the coolest parts about Dwarf Fortress, that there's just so much diversity in the base game. And then we're not even getting started with modding yet, you know? I like it. Okay, so now that the hospital obviously is functioning and running, we're going to keep it like that. Although I'm now a little bit spooked by building a tavern down there one more time, you know. But usually it doesn't end like that. I was just a case of bad luck. Game sometimes crashes, some very rare times. You watch the Let's Play where it's raining poop. Damn, this game. Alrighty, so let's make us some mechanisms, and since I've been ordering tables now, I might as well make a traction bench so we have the medical supplies in place, you know. Okay. Luckily, we didn't lose one of our people this time. Sadly, our stonecrafter is still super pissed. Like, seriously, he has the worst time of his life. Which is kind of sad, though. But, somehow relatable. The whole fortress is not getting anything done due to the fact that We are only 8 people, and we got the workshop load of I don't know how many. But the good news is, this time we have the food situation perfectly under control, and it can go and like only get better from here, except for those 2 people that are somehow dangerously close to throwing a tantrum, if you ask me. But I guess there's always something. So, yeah, I need to disable holding for a moment. Too many important things aren't getting done here. Like the engraving of the smoothing of that wall. It's so freaking important that this wall gets smoothed, you know. It's so important that I'm actually canceling all the other jobs here, so that this one job here gets done first. Because this might flood my entire basement, you know. Not something I'm looking forward to. Goodo. Maybe save now. Yeah, I had a similar thought. What would you like now? Oh, I need to. Let's save that, just for good measure. You're right about that, Frantic. It's just saving with this game takes such an effing long time. I'm so much regretting that I didn't put this game on my SSD. Should be really reinstalling that. But my SSD hard drive is just, well, a bit full. Let's call it like that. It's a little bit full. Okay, then. So now we can make these rooms a little bit more beautiful. I really, really don't like the fact that we already got 2 people that are basically on the brink of madness. But, well, it could be worse, you know. Evil biomes can get you much, much worse. So I hope that smoothing out the walls of the apartments is improving the quality of life here a little bit for them. It's a relatively low effort measure, and hopefully getting them somewhere. But, I don't know. In the case of these 2 folks, I'm a little bit, let's say I'm not too optimistic, okay? Let's just call it like that. Okay, let's drop down some chairs and the like. Make this hellhole a little bit cozy. I mean, the total lack of living space here is also very, very much of a problem there, you know. This fortress feels so damn claustrophobic, you know. It's one cramped hellhole. So 50 new people arriving, or no, 50 new people in the fortress now. No, 15 people total in the fortress now. Can I talk still? I highly doubt it. That should mean that the people here are getting their stuff done faster. Yeah, Vargoth, you're right about that. I didn't know what I'm getting myself into back then, admittedly. Alright, dining hall is finally getting together. Coming together, whatever. Only thing it lacks is a stockpile zone for the food, but we're gonna get there too. Now then, let's hope the floor construction down here doesn't crash the game one more time. was just a streak of bad luck. Stroke of bad luck. Talking. Alright, so prepared food it is. Here. Because it just makes everything so much more effective if we do it like that. And there's the problem again. The moment I disable hauling, something in the kitchen goes bad. Of course. Yeah, cheese is also very good for the dwarfs. So we're making bins, all right. Basically, in a nutshell, the more food variety you got, the happier your people are. The more they have to eat the same all on and on and on again, the more unhappy they'll go. Bonus points if you manage to get their favorite food. Which every dwarf has. Favorite foods, I mean. So, there we go. We got a dozen of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 12. I think I answered the cheese question already, but to add into cheese is, as far as I know, together with prepared luxury food, very, very lucrative. Come on. Hopefully we can finally carve out that mining tunnel one day. That would be my big highlight. Okay. I feel as if the fortress is slowly starting to stabilize. Gotta keep a eye out on the food and drink situation still, of course. It ain't fixed yet. Oh, wait a sec. Did I bring up the... That's something I didn't do. That's bad. Oh! Hello there. We've struck caverns. Alright. And, that's an interesting thing. Alright, there's tetrahedrite, and there is a roof above of that. Look at that. Nice. Alright, what we're going to do here immediately. This is actually a very, very lucky find. The caverns are not often that generous there, so here we need to shut that off, here we need to shut that off. So for starters, we're going to put up a wall here, and a wall here. Now let's see, probably a wall here. Okay. Good-o. This thing here needs to be walled off too. There we go. But I think that should be it. Dane Redbeard. Yeah, there's also animal keeping, of course. That's part of the game as well. Okay, I really hope that these building commands get done really quickly. That's a cave swallow, isn't it? Troglodytes. So, damn. Damn. Oh, bad. Bad. So, thing about troglodytes is they aren't too dangerous, but they are also very, very pesky little beavers, so we don't have any military going on so far. Oh boy. So we're going to suspend the entire construction of that entire thing here for now. And hopefully those suckers won't go upstairs. That would be a catastrophe. Oh, I did not prepare myself well here. I really hope that one day we can get a mass suspend option here like that, because that is really, really tickling my brain in the wrong way. Okay, so the troglodyte dude is not getting close to the staircase as it seems. Let's see, is somebody constructing that thing already? No, not at all. So we're going to disable hauling here again for a moment. That should help. So I think this is the guy we wanted. Perfect. Okay, so for now the situation is safe. We can now tackle it whenever we feel like it. Okay, good. So that's a step forward, isn't it? So let's see if we can dig out a tiny little speck here. Wait a sec. Oh, that's bad. That doesn't work either. No, 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 no. Just realized that's a really bad idea, because now it's going to have water from upstairs. Nah. No chance. I have to do it differently. We're going to dig ourselves through here. That's what we're going to do. That's actually the way to go. And, well, I ain't got no clue if I have to do this, but I'd rather do. So now we can seal this thing off way easier. Yeah, look at it. Crap. Oh boy. So, just realized that the moment I smack open this thing here, it's going to leak from upstairs. So, I think as a matter of fact, the easiest way to do this will be like this. And, well, we're going to do this like that. Marsu, eh, there? Long time no see indeed, yeah. Well, it depends on how you want to do it. Usually people only fall into areas if they get forced to. You get my idea? Something shoves them, pushes them, something like that. Oh, you silly idiot. I hate it when they do that. Oh, okay, but nothing bad happened out of that. Alright, so we have now a foothold that we can work ourselves through. Okay. And I want a hatch. Okay, I don't have a hatch for that. Good-o. Put up a good old-fashioned door there and get us some hatches going. Alrighty. I won't need more than 3 most of the time. Well, I gotta say the Steam version totally worked out for me in terms of making the game easier. That's one thing I can say. That part worked out super well for me. I wasn't able to get into the ASCII version, which kind of like confused me because I'm actually pretty good with ASCII. Like, played a lot of games back there. So nobody is going for that job. Ugh. Are we busy hauling again? No. Actually not. But yeah, for some odd reason, nobody wants to pick up that door. What are you guys doing all, huh? Somebody care to tell me? Anyways. Neither of those is getting done. Damn. Usually they are so freaking eager to carry an item or a piece of furniture somewhere. Not this time, though. Oh, damn. But the caverns will give me a really big opportunity here in the long run. Whoa. Yeah, now we're in trouble. Alright. So, let's do this. One of them suckers went in, of course. If it takes 3 days until they finally get their stuff together, I'm not too much surprised. Okay. But it should be okay, I think. So, you guys go on permanent training, and I assign you to that. And just like that, you should pick up your weapons. Giant tortoise. Alright, we got giant tortoises in the map. Unsettling. So, turns out the troglodytes are not really doing anything particularly nasty to my people here so far. Let's see. No, they're actually just waltzing around, doing their thing. I really got no clue here. They're actually going outside there. But here we go. My militia is killing off the dudes. I mean, troglodytes are really not dangerous in any way. So I'm actually quite happy that I drafted them, dudes. So, why on earth is that door not getting done here? I really don't get it. All the other things are getting done. Even the walls have been made. But here, that job? Why is it not getting done? I don't understand that. I really don't. So, until further notice, we're going to wall that thing off, because the flood of troglodytes is just too much. I mean, obviously we're just smacking them, and I guess my military people are just enjoying the training, but I don't know. I don't have that much of a good feeling here. So, yeah, we do have heavily wounded people. Our expedition leader almost died. But, yeah, it should be over now. For whatever reason it is that my dwarfs didn't seem to want to haul that door. Yeah. I figured that dwarf therapist or DF hack are. I thought like, yeah, that's the reasons why people use these programs, huh? So, but well, altogether, it seems as if the worst is now over. We've killed the trogs. Ah, well. Let's get us here some extra furniture together and hope that people won't die here. Let's... Alright. So it took these troglodytes a moment until they started to realize that they want to kill us, but, well. Well. At least it seems as if the worst has been averted. Let's see how much problems we'll have and in the aftermath. Going to disband the militia now. They've done their job. Brave heroes, all of them. So let's make sure that such a problem does not repeat itself so quickly by installing a door here that we can just safely lock if we need to. Alrighty. Troglodyte fun. So now they've got the hatch, alright. That's at least something, you know? That's at least something. So we're going to construct the next door just on over here. So I'm going to deconstruct the wall behind it. And then we've got a decent airlock. That's the way I should have done it in the first place, but you know. Yeah, you learn every time you play something in this game until you know everything just perfect. But, I don't know. I think it's one of those games where you really keep learning for a long time. So, let's bring up the loom and the clothier. And check if I have bag production and like. So, no, I have not configured the farmer. That was lost in the last game crash. So we're also going to do these and make clothes, but just bags. Oopsie, that was not what I wanted. So process plants to bags only if we have more than 10. So the paper industry is not getting completely gimped later. Good. We got all these. What did I forget again now? I know that I forgot something. I know that I wanted to do something. Oh, I hate it when that happens. I know that I wanted to do something important. Ah, yeah, no. So, here, I'm using this one, the tailor. The tailor is an amazing subscript which just produces clothing if necessary. That's one thing I totally love. Alrighty, so now we can just set it up like that. Troglodytes can use doors, yes, they can, but they can't. They shouldn't be able to use them if I forbid them. So here we go. Unless, of course, we just slam in a singular block that ruins my entire plan yet again. Well played, game. Well played. If that's going to get the dudes here back into the base again, I'm going to get so angry at you folks. Stupid block. You know, that's the downside of doors. There we go. But now we got that, and we can now just deconstruct that door. Such silliness. Such silliness. Alright. It's all just because of the damp stone, so complicated, you know? If we wouldn't have had so much damp stone here, I totally would have played that differently. And most importantly, I would have brought it up much easier than that. But, you know, easy is for beginners, I guess. So, alright. So, pray to Doran. You guys wanted to do some prayers, I see that. And I'll see to that as well. But first, let's give you Poor Sucker's Tavern. You need a tavern, don't ya? Ah, one space can hold enough mugs. Don't need more than that. One space can hold mugs. But it looks as if nobody directly died from the attacks of the troglodytes there. I'll take that as a piece of good news. Alrighty. New tavern. The blockaded bread. Alright. You guys seriously going with that name? So let's set up some temples here. And some apartments. As many as possible, basically. I highly doubt that there will be a pleasant amount of them available, but whatever. Okay. I mean, the bad news is still up and running. We don't have a real mining ops here. There's... No, we're still not mining it, you know? We're still not mining our own business. Okay. That's the only reason why I'm pushing this project so hard. Usually I would not push for the caverns so much, because it's just a silly thing to do. But given the fact how the situation is right now, well, I like to think about that a little bit differently, you know? So... Well, it's the first aquifer that really bums me like that, and I strongly think that it has something to do with the lake here that I'm living right next to. That the whole situation is so complicated, you know. Usually it ain't that complicated. Okay, now then. I wish we could get us some different flooring than the boring old chalk all day. But, you know, it is the only really available stone here so far. Guess we could probe somewhere else at some point. But not for now. Alrighty, so that one dude wanted to pray to some Doran god. Let's make sure that comes together. What kind of gods do we have? Atoll, the seasons, treachery and trickery, music, fortresses and balance. Okay, copper points. Okay. So we're going to go for the mountain god for sure. I mean, with all the mountains around, it's super important. Yeah, well. And because of the very, 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 very unhappy Dwarfty around the corner, we're going to make a temple to that dude as well. Even though that wouldn't be my top priority here. Okay, so we're going to stick with that weird regimen here, where we have sort of a city core, city tower, because that's seriously the best way that I can see so far to do this. Okay. Because if I counted correctly, we don't have enough bedrooms for everybody right now. And it's never a good thing if you don't have enough bedrooms. Especially if you have the wood, you know. If you don't have the wood for the beds, that's at least a good excuse for not bringing up the bedrooms. But in my scenario, there is really no good excuse for that. So, might be just 4 more bedrooms, but it's at least something, you know. So let's do the same thing down here. And get us as many extra apartments as we can. Pretty sure the aquifer will nope out a lot of the efforts that I'm taking here again, but that's okay. Let's dig out a couple of extra social areas. They don't cost us anything except for a room. And room, well, usually I would say room is something we got plenty of, but, well, probably also not here. We totally need more people. I think one of the biggest problems in this fortress is the lack of people. So this guy is really just that bad off because of the troglodytes. So they, okay. And, alright. Obviously these were, close or anything or something like that. I don't know. I don't feel too well with that, because this might become pretty much a big problem at some point in the near future, but we'll see about that. So, since we don't have any necromantic curses going on here, we're going to bring up the tanner and the butcher here now, because I figured that this might give my fledgling industry here a nice kickstart, because we are running low on food yet again. We have a lot of drink, but we don't have a lot of food. So, butcher, tanner, and a... yeah, that's okay. Since we got so much livestock here, so let's see, we got nothing that's really well reproducing, hey? Okay. Too bad. We are going to go for the horsey. I would never enable any mod that would disable my beloved aquifers. Seriously. They're useful. So... is there something... how on earth do these things get so fast in there? Good lord. So... I really hope that a naked mole dog is not that much of a big issue. But it looks like we got to draft the military one more time. Ugh, alrighty. But luckily that little trick here did work out quite decently to suit up the military real quick. So they at least have some weapons in their hands when I sent them to kill off that mole dog. Alrighty, so the mole dog and the dog already have a big fight there going on. I'm going to send my dwarfs now to kill that thing before something stupid happens. There we go. Well, at least we got that under control rather quickly, but at the same time, it's unnerving how fast these creatures skitter into my base. That's it's really, really unheard of. So what we're going to do now is we're going to set up some traps then. If everything else fails, bring up the traps. Gotta say, this place is really challenging me in many, many different ways that I haven't seen coming in this particular way. So, looks as if the giant mole dogs have gone their way. Okay. So let's put up some hotkeys here. There we go. Personally, just like to have these things available quite fast. Goodo. So, I don't know what we're going to do with these other rooms there that I'm preparing. Probably more temples or stuff that's making the people that are unhappy happier. But, well... Here we're needing more traps. I need to put mechanisms on a permanent job. I bet that I did that already on the last save file and I forgot here. Okay then. So. But turns out that these mole dogs don't seem to be too dangerous in the first place. But they do seem to be quite the nuisance anyways, so I'd rather get rid of them. This is one particularly nasty situation right now, I gotta say. It ain't really dangerous or anything. It's just super annoying to deal with. And these stupid mole dogs, they immediately sense it when there's one door open for just a brief second. And considering what I see there, there's so many of them going around there that the moment I open that door, they'll be skittering all around this place. Yes, this is an evil biome, you almost don't realize it. Except for the bitter sludge that's sometimes raining from the sky, this is a very, very friendly evil biome. Your friendly neighborhood evil biome. But all that water inside here is its own is a own challenge for itself, gotta say. Goodo. So we got those basics down. That's good. But I really, really, really want to have the caverns for me. I hate the fact that I have to share them. And why on earth is that stupid door not getting carried away? I don't know why this door is such a thing. But whatever. Good. So we're charging these traps. I mean, looking at how many of these critters are skittering around up there, it seems as if it will be a hard thing to get the job done in the first place. But we're going to get ourselves some extra here. This area here, we can get some extra traps going on. And I'm not going to do cage traps there. It's going to be stonefall traps. Because that's the cheapest thing that I can do right now. And I need the piss off world link there. quite okay with the job I did here so far, though. It's a very eccentric fortress due to all the water encroachment, let's call it like that. It's very different than the stuff I'm usually playing. Good-o. We starting to get there. Great. So let's make sure we got a stockpile zone for cages here. And then let's make sure we got some stonefall traps here. The best I can do for now. And then hopefully we'll be able to continue our work here a little bit at least. I mean, the more of that area we get walled off, the easier it will get to control the area, you know? And I think the more traps we got there, the easier it will be to control the entire area as well. Alright, so we made it through the first year. With a crash, but whatever. Alright. Stonefall traps are being constructed. And for whatever reason... Oh, I bet I know what the reason is. They're transporting the door not away because the stockpile for these is full, exactly. That's why. We never expanded the furniture stockpile in the save file, which I did in the other version. Now it starts to make sense. Wonderful. Alright. So downstairs here, well... I really don't know why these folks are so unhappy there. Or, no, I know why they are unhappy, but I don't know what I could do against that. So they're still a little bit unnerved because of the trauma they experienced there. Alright. But those traps are now finally loaded. That's something I should have done in the first place, but you know, hindsight is always 20/20. It's always like that. Good-o. So... let's see what happens when we open up that door. Is there somebody immediately skittering towards there or not? I mean, the cage traps are loaded now, so... we can start. Damp stone located. Yeah, just like I thought. Nothing surprising here. I mean, the real good part is now that until we hit something that's really good at avoiding traps, we should be safe-ish for now, you know? Alright. Now that poor door might be also carried away. But at the same time, we also might have a chance to finally complete that wall. I already got several temples, Vargoth, for exactly the gods that they want to that they want to revere. The bad mood is a combination of me accidentally killing one of the founding members with a cave-in, and a couple of troglodytes swarming into the base a tad bit too early. And now they're all like a little bit unnerved. Okay, so as long as there's this flooring project upstairs, we don't really need to get we don't really need to start anything else. I wanted to check on out if I can find any other temples maybe that they want there. So we have what? We have OK Copper Points. I love that name. And we got Doran. So let's see what we can get ourselves except for these. I love temples because they are so darn cheap. Atoll, the Knot of Night. Alright. Whatever, we're going to make temples for pretty much every deity here so far. Laltur we got, Doran we got. Let's make this Saxul dude, and we'll leave the last room open for another occasion. Okay, so since the other building projects are done now, let's see if somebody will pick up these jobs now. Let's see if activating and deactivating them does anything. Yeah, statues are a good idea. Oh, finally. Finally, things are getting done, my friends. What a relief. So we're going to conquer these caverns bit by bit, I'd say, because it's for me right now the most enticing thing that I've found so far here. I mean, there's even metal. There's tetrahedrite in there. That means once we have access to that, we just need some charcoal, and we're finally getting us some real metal into the fortress. That's access to copper and silver. That's good. That means armor and weaponry. Okay, so we can now block that door because we're going to smash open that wall now. Hello, stream god. And we're going to bring up that door here, and hopefully that will work now this time better. Yes, it does. Wonderful. Okay, so finally we're getting to the point where we can actually seal off the caverns the way I imagined it. Ah, oh, brilliant. That's so good. Alright, this will take a moment, but judging from what I'm seeing so far, it does not seem as if we are in grave danger here. And as soon as these walls are up, we got ourselves access to the caverns for real. Let's cancel that one and construct a new door here. Why not? Hooray! We did it! Look at them. Oh, finally. Alright. So, this ain't much, but it's mine. So, let's make sure we carve out what's in there right away. It's fine mudstone. And, let's see what we can find here. This also should bring me the opportunity to dig myself deeper, and most importantly, if we get darned lucky, that means we finally get to the point where we are able to build a real mine. If that makes any sense. Goodo. So let's get downstairs with them. But before I do, you know, the last time I was not cautious. That won't happen one more time. We are going to build us here a bit of a bunker, you know, so that problem doesn't happen once again. Cool. I love it already. We're getting somewhere here. So all in all, I would have now a underground pasture if I'd want to. But this place can do more for me, I think. Okay, so let's carefully expand that system. Does anybody know if it's still around, that bug is still around, that doors cannot really be destroyed? Because I read that building destroyers these days are not really destroying buildings anymore. Does anybody know something about that? It would be my pleasure. Because I've read several times from people now that were like, yeah, I'm defending my base with doors because that's all I need. And I was honestly quite surprised to hear that. Alrighty. So we're now in the mudstone layer. Hello there. So, wait a sec. I have discovered first tier 2 of the caverns. Then we found a magma pool. And then we've also found the big magma sea. So, tier 3 of the caverns cannot be far away. Gosh darned. This is a very, very weird embark, okay? It's one of the weirdest I've ever got. So we're going to slap down... Oh, we can slap down a wall here. Then we're going to carve that thing out. And then we're going to construct this here. One wall. Let's do that wall first. God, that sound was totally scaring the hell out of me. And once that wall's done, we're going to build yet another wall. Alrighty, there we go. So, judging from what I see, it's safe. Great. Goodo. So, it's damp. It's again damp stone. Are you kidding me? We're again striking some weird ass aquifer thing. The Forgotten Beasts can destroy doors again? Because I just read 1 or 2 days ago on the Reddit that people trapped Forgotten Beasts just with doors. That's why I'm asking like that. Well, there's cave spiders down there, so we would have access to silk. But, you know, let's just keep it with one layer of the caverns for starters, right? So we might dig us in here a little bit. And let's see, Pinfire Opal. Okay, I've never seen that one before. Limonite. Alright, so that's our iron ore. Look how pleasantly it's in there. But it's also showing that in the sandstone layers we will find that stuff. Alrighty. Well, that sums it up. I should be better defending myself with some drawbridges as well. Just for good measure, you know. Goodo. Let's see. But I have the weird feeling that this is all going to be damp stone as well. Oh dear. So we got 23 people. I somehow missed the point where we got another immigration round. So yeah. Aquifer. Gosh darned. The entire layer where we would be able to find iron is aquifered. And we have to find a spot where we can breach Cavern layers too. So Yeah, I mean, there's not much direct evilness here in that biome, but it's a lot of indirect evilness, so... This is by far one of the most unpleasant outlooks that I've seen that I've seen in a while. So, well, at least we got us some tetrahedrite. That means, well, it's raining bitter sludge. And it seems as if trees are not exactly eager to regrow here either. Oh well. And there's still these giant tortoises that are somewhat scary, aren't they? I really hope that we never get into any combat with these. They look like they are quite unpleasant enemies. Now then, let's make sure that the traders won't be so much in danger in the future, I thought, but, well, let's see about that in a sec. Let's employ the High Master Woodcutter. We already got one. And our first artifact! Look at that. Claim the Jeweler's Workshop. Needs metal bars. Okay. So, let's see. I ain't got no smelter here. Let alone we're well, we got a lot of time to get that ball rolling here, so let's see what we can do. And they need also rough gems, so let's see, we must have some gemstone hiding in some wall here still, come on. Don't tell me that we ain't got no cheapskate gemstone lying around somewhere anymore. So, one of the sects wants their place now too. Okay. So, whoopsie. One wood furnace so we can make charcoal. And hopefully I will just dig out some raw gemstone here while we're setting up the base. Ah, here, look at that. I already see some at the wall. So, to speed up things now, I'm going to set up a bit of a smelter here a little bit too early. Good-o. That pink jade will just do the trick. And here it goes. Let's make some charcoal. Very important job, thank you. And as soon as that's done, we can smelt some metal there. Super important artifact production coming through. Okay, we got that. And now they're let's smelt some tetrahedrite ore. And of course we're going to put down the proper smelter next there, but you know, you get the idea. So, that old chap has the rough gems he wanted. Rough color is is a code word for rough gems. So, let's see. I think I have left open one specific meeting area there. Good news. So, the Turquoise Coven. I bet that's an organized religion. Yeah, there it goes. They have 10 worshippers here, okay? It's actually worth the deal. Kudo. Ah, look at that. And the mysterious construction has begun. I mean, I could have made Bilon bars, I think. That would have been even more effective so far. But, yeah, well, one thing at a time. Just wanted to make sure that the poor sod doesn't go crazy, you know. Good. Engraver. Our best engraver is a novice, so there's no good use in putting that person into the job. So the leather worker is not finding much work here. We got a legendary armorer. Sick. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to have 2 engravers here because I like to have 2 engravers to get the job done in time. And yeah. They do their engravings, and then we'll see if the religion is satisfied or not. We'll see about that. Okay, my friends. That's looking out nice, isn't it? We got a pretty okay amount of tetrahedrite. I can see that we can mine out a decent amount of it. So, all in all, I am quite happy. I am quite happy, honestly. A pink jade chain. Okay. Interesting. So, what I'm going to do here now as the last piece of safety is I'm going to bring up a retractable drawbridge, because that means if ever anything goes super south in the caverns, I can just flick one switch and that thing's completely sealed off and the rest of my base is safe again. So, the pink jade chain. I think this is actually one of the most useful artifacts that exist out there, because we can now make a super luxurious jail with that. You know, you can use them to jail people, and as a bonus, it should be indestructible. Hey, Mr. Progressor. Happy to hear that. Well, I got to admit that I never watched a single bit of Blind's content, but that's mostly because I have that problem. Whenever I watch other people's content, when I do want to make my own stuff, it influences me too hard. And before I know what I'm doing, I start copying things that I don't want to copy, and it hurts my learning process. And so it came that I actually almost never look at other content creators' contents. But I'm happy that it works out on both ends, because I'm super happy the more cool content creators we got for those games, because that's surely just helpful. All right, okay. They're deucing it out down there in the caverns. I was afraid for a moment. The only thing I can say for sure is that Blind has way more experience with that game than me, because I just stepped in here with the Steam version, whereas this guy, if I understood correctly, he's really long around already. Really long around. Okay, so let's go and make metal ores, and these happen here. And then we'll see. So I do plan to do these evil biome plays a little bit more on Steam. The Twitch. Whereas on YouTube, I will continue the more story-driven things, you know. I noticed that I can do a lot of good learning entertainment for me here. Because admittedly, I don't have too much experience with evil biomes myself. So, how are we going to go with that? I mean, it even... this is such an annoying thing to go to. But I think if I understand things correctly, we should be able to do this like that. So happy to hear that, Stanzo Man. Dyson Sphere program, I can't wait to see the new version with the combat life. That's going to be so much fun. Alrighty, so we're going to construct a wall here, because actually that's not touching the ground yet. It's open space. And we're going to smooth out things here, just in case that we got some leakage problems. And then we're going to construct yet another wall on that spot. And then we should be capable of going one pillar down and have an entrance there. Brilliant, huh? Gosh, this is a really, really hard piece of work here. Yeah, I'm so looking forward to the combat stuff for the Dyson Sphere program, because I really think that's going to give the game that one edge it was still missing. I mean, I haven't built a single Dyson Sphere myself yet. There have been always somehow things that kept me distracted, but you get the idea. Okay, so I'm not sure if I am digging a hole here with the door, if that's going to be a problem, but we'll see about that. And now you guys deliver that door. I'm going to be super angry with you. You're 23 jurists now. You should be capable of doing this. Alright. So... here we go. We're going to put up a hatch on top of that here as well, just to make sure that this is as safe as possible. And then we go further downstairs, you know? Why not? Yeah, somehow expected that to happen. Alright, so we're going to see how much deeper we'll have to breach now. I'm somewhat afraid that we'll go down deeper a lot. Okay, I start to have enough drink to work with, so they can now start cooking with booze. I'm okay with that. And more wet feet incoming. Not a big surprise here. Alright. Considering the fact that we're soon hitting the magma sea, I'm really, really curious to find out where that all ends. Okay. Here's the first piece of claystone wall that's not damp around the edges, so we might be actually seeing the end of that thing. Ah, well. Who am I kidding? This seems to go down endlessly like that. Ah, well. We're going to smooth out these things and see about the rest another day. I mean, the good news is if I get able to secure that perimeter somehow, I'll be able to have access to a lot of wood here. As you see there, there's a lot of trees hanging around there. It seems as if the majority of that area here is aquifered. As you see there, there's lots of damp stone there. Well, okay. Kind of a hard place here. And we have to take care of our food situation soon. Probably slaughter another animal. Quite surprised about the fact that we're not getting the job done as of yet. Gotta check. I have processing plants to bags. I have cloth bag production. Yeah, well, okay. Technically, we should actually be producing enough food. Practically, we are not. Oh yeah, the famous moment when you're waiting for the game to finally go further, but game's like, you have paused me. What do you expect from me, Eurist? Okay. There's gemstones here that actually make me more nervous than anything else. Warm stone located. Okay. That ain't good news. Alright. So, let's see. It seems as if, yeah, here. There is a short break of these things, as it seems. Okay. Beautiful. Okay, guys. I think I am going to leave you for now. Okay. So, turns out we've found the rest of the caverns. Okay, so that's nice. Oh man, so we actually managed to breach all 3 layers of the caverns today. And that's a pretty cool start, isn't it? I mean, we actually have a lot of goodness going on for ourselves. It's all secure for now. And yeah, I just need a break, my friends. So thanks for watching, you all. I hope you're going to hop on over next time as well. Feel free to drop a follow on the channel. There's also a link to my YouTube channel where I have insanely much stuff going on as well. And yeah, that being said, I hope you all will come on over next time. Have a good one. See you soon, my friends.